So 2026 is just around the corner, and the agents who win next year will be the ones who build systems, not just hustle hard. If you want to close more deals and work less and finally scale your business, you need a growth engine that works around the clock 24/7. In this video today, I'm going to give you the exact 5-step AI blueprint that top agents are using to dominate and automate their lead flow, follow-ups, and client experience. This is a system that separates winners from losers in 2026, and I'm breaking it down step by step. So let's get right into it.
All right, so first, let's talk mindset.
The old way is grinding, chasing, and hoping referrals come is simply dead. It was
Dead back in 2023, 2024, 2025. It's going to be dead in 2026.
So the new way is to build a system that brings you deals, nurture your leads, and keeps you on top of mind without you having to do everything manually. So think of your business like a machine. And as you all know, business is a machine. So the more you automate, the more you can scale. The more that you can save your time back, the more that you can use that time and focus on the more valuable things that really matter to you. Whether it's family, whether it's client relationships, or whether it's just having the peace of mind and clarity to be able to think about the bigger picture and think about bigger things to be able to scale at that height. So the less you rely on memory, the more you will.
So step one is to automate your current lead flow. So how are leads coming in? How fast are you responding to them? Are you missing opportunity because you're busy or distracted? As you all know, we're all human at the end of the day, and
We all get caught up and life is life, as we all know. That's the beauty in and of itself. But most agents lose deals not because they're bad at sales, but because they're slow to respond or they just forget to follow up. Even if you have a transaction coordinator or a VA, at the end of the day, it's still a manual process that is being done, and it does make sense in taking the time to respond to individuals whenever you have time, in terms of giving them that care for responding to them. But at the end of the day, we all get caught up, and it's hard to stay consistent when it comes to follow-up, especially if it's someone that we don't know if they're going to buy or sell their home in a particular market, and if they're in the right time frame and budget, or if they're even qualified to do so in the first place. So let's fix that. Step 2, automate your lead capture and response. So this is where AI comes in. So set up systems that instantly capture every lead, whether it's from your website, Zillow, or social media. And I'm actually going to give you a nice little tool that's actually going to help you with being able to do this automatic. Pretty much everyone knows it by now, but I'm going to actually go in and show you a little bit of the backend process and how thoroughly you can really automate this. And in terms of sending a personalized response within seconds and follow-ups consistent. Speed is everything. So literally 72% of buyers work with first agents who respond. That's literally more than half.
so if you're not the first, you're already forgotten. So this is where I'm going to go ahead
And show you this little handy dandy tool. It's called Mini Chat, and kind of show you a little bit of the backend automations I have and give you a live demonstration of what this looks like in real time, where I'm going to be using one of my personal social media accounts on Instagram, and I'm going to respond to my company's, which is Apex AI's social media, and kind of just send a DM response and just see what it does. Because I'm a preacher of everything that I speak about. So a lot of these principles, they can apply within any business, not within just real estate. So I apply these same systems that I built out for myself and my team in terms of my company, and having these automated systems in place where I'm incorporating AI to systemize my operations. So it gives me back my time and my team's time to be able to do stuff like this, which is create content, create videos, think about high leverage things that are going to, take me further to where I want to be, in terms of running this agency and so on and so forth.
So let's go right into this demo presentation and let me show you how it all works.
All right, so as you can see, are in my mini chat account on the Apex AI's profile Instagram. So as you can see, these are already automations that I basically already pre-built in place. But this is kind of, I don't want to get too deep into this because it is a little bit crazy, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys in terms of all this chaos that is going on. But this is just to kind of show you how thorough you can go with all your automations and how much you can automate your responses as well too. So there's a lot of ways that you can go about building out any workflow. If you know anyone that is very technical, they can build this out for you to be able to automate your social media platform. This not only doesn't work for Instagram, but this can work for TikTok and Facebook as well too. So that's really helpful in having, one platform where you could just do all this stuff, honestly. Cool part is too, they even have their own mini chat AI. So they made it very easier for anyone that's just starting out or doesn't really understand automations to just kind of have it pre-built for them. So this is really nice to have that in place as well too. You can even have live chat, so you can see all your live conversations that are going on, and you can see in real time what the AI is doing and how it's responding, along with all your contacts. You can integrate this with multiple different social media platforms. So if you have, let's say, 2 social media accounts on your Instagram, you can implement this, be able to do the exact same process.
So that's just a little bit of a demonstration of like mini chat and what's kind of embedded in place. So now let me go ahead and show you this live demo of what this actually looks like in real time. So you know, if you have a system like this, you can be able to create automated responses. And I know that there's a lot of agents that are already well aware of this platform and they're already probably doing it within their own brokerages. But for the agents that are not aware of this tool or are not automating, their instant response messages on social media, if they have already a very good following and a very good personal brand and they're posting content and they're getting people that are engaging with their content and that are, hitting them up in messaging, then this is a great tool that you can use. And let me go ahead and show you this demonstration. So right now we are in my social media account for Apex. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my personal account on my phone, and I'm gonna show you guys just so that way, we're all in honesty. So as you see from the camera, this is my personal account. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna message my company's account. I'm gonna just say,
And usually the way that it works with mini chat is that
a lot of their automations are pretty much starting from a trigger. So a lot of the times a person can't really just respond to you. They have to respond to you in a certain way to be able to activate the trigger in mini chat to be able to then activate the whole workflow that's going to go in place and to be able to have the AI start engaging the customers, start asking them questions, start nurturing the prospects, either qualified or not. And then from then going on to the next phase of the process and whatever you have in place in terms of your own business, especially within real estate. So for this, in my response, I just have the word AI. So that's pretty much a trigger. That's then going to trigger this whole activation process. So I'm going to go to messaging. We're just going to type in AI. All right, so just right there, I just typed in AI. And as you can see, look, in real time, it literally automatically just responds. So I didn't look, as you can see, I'm on my account. You see it right here and there. We'll actually go to the messaging, and this is me right here. Okay. I did use this because I was test running this as well too. But as you can see, it automatically responds. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, interested in your services. Let's just say something like that. Okay. So I just sent, as you can see from the text message from the camera, I just sent another response. You can see it from the screen, and literally, I'm not doing anything. We're just gonna let the AI do its thing. Usually, you can even personalize your own timer and when you want the AI to respond. And for me, I try to make it look a little bit realistic, so I have a little bit of a lag that I have in place, so it's not always automatic. But I want to make sure that it's still responding. So it just responded. It's awesome. Our AI system automates follow-ups, qualifies leads, and books appointments so you can close more deals without extra admin work. Want to see how this works for your business. So I'm going to say, let's just say yes. Let's just say that I'm an interested prospect in Apex AI and in what they have to offer. And I'm going to just keep conversating with this, AI agent that I have in place. But it's nice to see that, you can do this within, not only within your social media platform, but imagine if you could do it within your own CRM. So there's a lot of AI powered CRMs as well. Like I know Salesforce has one that's really good. A lot of these CRMs are integrating AI, like I had mentioned before in the past videos. And they're going to be able to do this. It's becoming a lot more easier for the consumer to be able to have stuff automated for them. So then you could do what you do best at the end of the day, just closing deals, building client relationships, and focusing on what matters the most at every time. So it just responded. It said, perfect. The best way to see how this works is a 15-minute call where we walk you through systems and real lead examples when to schedule one.
We say, yes, but I'm curious. Does this really work? Is this a scam? Let's see. Let's try to throw a little of some trouble in there, a little bit of some objections to really see how this AI is going to respond, because I want it to be really realistic. I want to kind of test it and see it. So I say, yes, but I'm curious, does this really work? Is this a scam? And it's fine if I don't even have the correct grammar or I'm not saying things correctly. The AI is able to understand what I'm trying to say. We're perfect. It said, great question, not a scam at all. If you don't see more qualified appointments in 60 days, you keep working free until you do or you get your money back. Okay, science, good. Let's say, do you guys help with personal brand and media buy? Let's just say something like that. And the best part is that you can kind of figure out your cadence and sort of your temperature of how you want your AI to kind of act. Do you want it to be a little bit more charismatic, friendly? Do you want it to be more formal, professional? You can kind of pick and choose how you want this AI to really be. And that's kind of catered to how you want it to make it sound like you. And kind of represent your brand and your business. So yes, we help with both building your personal brand and media buying, running targeted ads on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Google to HI quality beats. So you can say, okay, sound good. Where do we start from here? All right. It just says we can start with a discovery call, review your current setup, give you tailored feedback, and show you how everything works, ready to book your session. Yes. So let's see what this does. And the cool part too is that I'm getting, like, in real time, I'm getting an email notification from my lead connector that's connected to this. And it's letting me know, like, hey, someone is responding to you. So if you kind of want to be, I guess, knowing that this is going on in the back end, and let's say you want to, I guess, kind of see how the conversation is going, then you can at least connect this to you can connect this to get internal notifications. So you know that, okay, someone is messaging my AI agent that I have in place on my social media account. And as you can see from my lead connector, you can see all the notifications from there. And so I can see the messaging going on in real time without me having to look through the Instagram chat in of itself. So it's awesome. You're going to love seeing how this can level up your business. I'll get you set up with a growth strategy. Super laid back, just a convo about your goals and how we can help you dominate your market. If you have any questions before the call, just let me know. Even left it with an emoji as well too. Does it sound good? Now I'm asking you, is there a link to begin the call? All right, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to send the link to then book a call. So I fully there just showed you how my AI agent that I had embedded in place basically has fully automated this process. So now, me being the prospect, I can simply click on the link and book an Apex AI call and schedule the appointment from there. So this is fully, literally, an automated system that I didn't have to do anything. They did what it needed to do, and it had a conversation with me being a potential prospect. So you can do this exact same thing for your own business, and you'll see a dramatic change and how it will improve the amount of time that it's going to buy you back from being able to do this, to be able to think about high leverage tasks for your business. And so now let's get right back into the presentation, and let's continue on with some of the more in-depth details that we'll get into. All right, now step 3 is going to be to build follow-up machines. So just like how I showed you in the demo, how we have an AI agent that can do this for you, and we can also do this for you in your CRM when it pertains to emails, any email sequences that you want to send out as well too, or SMS that we can embed this in place to be able to follow up consistently with all the prospects that are coming in funnel. So now that you have figured out your full lead problem and your lead source and where it's coming in, you also have to solve the problem with speed to lead, especially because that's going to be a killer thing in 2026. You now have then started integrating follow-up systems in place, whether that's, like I said, email, SMS, and on social media, in terms of having that AI agent in place that's now following up consistently with all the leads that had basically contacted you. So these are 3 touch points that we basically have just gone through to be able to have this implemented, which is going to make a huge and dramatic difference in how you operate your business. This literally is just one system embedded in place. Now imagine if we now embed a voice system to where if you get prospects calling you, you now have a voice agent that's be able to take these calls for you while you're on listing presentations or while you're on your drive to another showing. And at the end, we all know that most lost deals comes in the follow-up, because buying a home or selling a home is not an easy process, and it takes long, and there's a lot of things that go into place, whether it's negotiation, contracts, and then a lot of paperwork and a lot of just preparation. So it's a long cycle, and there's a lot of things that can't come up in life. It's just life as we know. So it's very important to have that follow-up in place, because having that consistency and staying on top of mind builds a lot of that trust and rapport. And when the prospect is ready, they're ready, and they'll come to you because you have done what you needed to do in following up consistently and have not lost the deal in that place. So use AI-driven CRMs to schedule and track and automate your follow-up sequences so no lead ever slips through the cracks. So imagine having a system that reminds you, sends check-ins, and nurtures prospects for months without you lifting a finger. And this is where all the deals literally come through and slip through in the cracks. Literally, it's so simple to do, but it's so hard to maintain the consistency. Even I have been inconsistent in follow-up when I was first starting out, and then being able to figure out that I could put systems in place I could do this has helped me a lot. And to be able to look through it and see what's going on has helped me a lot as well too. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you a little bit of an example of what you can implement on a simple platform called Go High Level, and how you can implement automations to actually have this consistent follow-up in place for both email and SMS sequences embedded, so it's going to follow up consistently with all your prospects. So let's go in and let me show you what it looks like. All right, so now we are on a Go High Level sub account for one of my clients that we had in place. Now, I don't want to reveal too much of all of our information because, some of it is very private as well, but I'm going to show you some of the automations that we have in place that does this for you in the exact concept that I was talking about in the presentation. So right now we have a seller Facebook lead form automation embedded in place. So when we run her ads go through a lead form. And now this lead form, when someone fills out that lead form, it's going to trigger an automation that's going to automatically send an internal notification to me and her to know that, hey, a lead has came through. This is their first name and last name. This is their contact information. And that has came from this lead form, particularly from the seller Facebook lead form guide. From there, it's going to start to send an SMS and email nurture sequence. It then has a wait time, and literally from here, it's just doing the exact same thing. It's just sending out personalized messaging, all catered towards a prospect, literally one by one, literally both. And this is just an SMS sequence that we have in place, and it's done automatically. And the automation is super simple to create. It creates an opportunity. It's then going to add this to their CRM embedded within Go High Level. And this is done automatically once someone has filled out that lead. So this is an example of how far you can take automations and really have a dialed system in place that can help you to be able to do this. And this is not hard to do, and it's not, complicated. Anyone could do this, and it's very simple. If you want to take an easier approach, you can also use a platform called AppointmentWise. This is integrated with Go High Level. That's like the main integration, but it's a very great appointment setter to have embedded within your systems that you want to build out. And this makes it very easy and streamlined. It is a little bit costly, I would say, $97 a month. $297 a month is not bad for what you're getting and how much you can go in depth, but it is directly integrated to Go High Level, so that helps a lot in being able to set the appointments. It's mainly was built for that in the first place. So this is also a very great platform to use to be able to kind of add a lot of, basically have an automated appointment system embedded in place. If you want to, I guess, not take the technical approach and kind of have everything pretty much pre-handled and all made for you, you can use a great platform like this as well. All right. Step 4 is to automate your market intelligence. So let AI monitor your farm area, track new listings, price changes, and even competitors' activity in your market demographics. So get alerts when opportunities pop up, so you're always the first to know. This is how you kind of stay ahead of the curve and never miss a chance to win a listing or close a deal. And there's multiple software platforms that you can be able to utilize this as well. Since a lot of software companies are incorporating AI, it's getting a lot more easier to be able to have all these advanced tools in place so you can stay ahead of the curve. Step 5 is to systemize your client experience. So from onboarding to closing, use automations to deliver a consistent high-touch experience for every client that you simply onboard. Now, it's different in the real estate niche because I know real estate, it's with homeowners and stuff like that. But these same principles can apply to any business that you have. So it's always good to have a good onboarding experience. It's good to build that good client rapport, especially when you just up close a deal with them. So happy clients mean referrals that are reviews and business that grows itself. So let me show you what this looks like in action. So one of my clients went from chasing leads to having a system that brought in leads on autopilot. So that same exact Go High Level snapshot that I showed you was one of my clients. And that's literally an example of the systems that we have built for her to be able to literally have an automated appointment system where she literally did not have to do anything and just got automated appointments consistently coming in. And this is also in a pre-lead qualification process that's embedded in place as well, to where we then have our ISA team go in, call the lead, qualify them, see if they're the right criteria and the right fit, and make sure that not only, let's say, if they're buying a home, they're financially qualified, but they meet other criteria, and then they have to make a certain amount of household income to be able to meet this tax bracket or this market condition to be able to buy a home in the first place. So that's just an example of the thorough process that goes into place when it comes to the qualification that we basically have embedded and kind of built out when we came to building the system. So we weren't just trying to get our leads, we were trying to get it the right type of leads and the quality of leads that revert at the end of the day. So she automated the lead response, follow-ups, and market alerts. The results were just more deals, less stress, and more time for a match. So to kind of wrap this up for this video, here's going to be your action plan for this week. Step 1 is to audit your current system. Step 2, pick one process to automate. Step 3, set up an AI tool for lead capture or follow-up. So these tools can be in the examples that I showed you today, either mini chat or appointment-wise. Those tools in and of itself should be able to get you all set up for what you need to do. Step 4 is to then track your results. Tracking is very important, and I feel as though it's very underrated in business and being able to track the numbers. At the end of the day, it really all it does come down to the numbers. Being able to track your systems, track what's going on in place, whether it's appointment show up rate, what was the ratio in terms of conversion and how many people actually converted from the show up rate. All those matter in terms of what's going on in the backend process. So make sure to track your results. And step 5, if you do need additional help, that's what we are here for. We are basically your growth AI transformational partner in the real estate space. So we can definitely go in and see what systems you need to automate, see what systems you need to embed in place. If you want to incorporate AI and where AI needs to be exactly within your own business, how it all works within your own ecosystem. Now that's just a little shameless plug. But at the end of the day, I'm here just to educate everyone in how to incorporate AI within their own business. So remember, this isn't just about one tool or one hack. It's about building an ecosystem, a growth engine that connects every part of your business from lead to client experience. When every system talks to each other, you get a compounding result, and that's how you scale in 2026. If you want to see exactly how you can build your 2026 growth engine, you can either DM us on our main Apex AI Instagram account, you can DM AI, or you can book a free growth strategy call down below, where either me or my personal growth AI operators will go in and we'll actually have a really good conversation, really talk about your business and see what we can do and what's the best track for you to go in the direction in 2026 and how this all plays with your own business. On top of that, we also do have a free WAP community as well too, where we're actually helping realtors and agents just implement AI and how, whether it's learning about AI, learning what they could do in creating, whether it's flyers or listing presentations, anything in terms of the scope of AI and just learning about it and implementing it into their own business. We have a free community for that as well too. On top of that, you can also check out all the other videos for any other additional resources, whether it comes to media buying, personal branding, or just overall just being a better business owner and how you go this process in 2026 in implementing AI. To wrap this up, don't wait until you're losing deals to adapt. Be the agent who sets the standards the next decade. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate everything that you do. Salute checking in, checking out. Take care.